Alrighty guys, so I'm here at Goodwin Park, just my local course next to school. First outdoor range session. So just gonna more or less warm up, hit until I should stop hitting, which I never learned my lesson, but we'll go from there. Starting with the 60-degree wedge. Just gonna hit some basic shots. I tend to start from like the 30 to 45 yard range and then work up all the way to, almost a full swing. This season I'm really going to work on getting a good wrist slot and good extension. So that's really what I'm going for here. And like I said, I'm going to work out to probably out to 100 yards with my 60. I'm going to hit all my clubs today though, so. Not great. And sorry about the background noise. It's right on a main road, so there's a bunch of motorcycles and whatnot out today. It's really our first nice day of spring. All right, here we go. This one's going to be more 50, 60, 65 yards. Not bad, actually. But that one was good. Again, what I try to work on when I chip is sort of the clock drill, so knowing where my 9, 10, 11 o'clock is and using that for my yardages instead of feel. Even though I know feel with the wedges is generally preferred, I just seem to find better luck using the clock. That ball was broken, like knuckled the whole way. Alright, with this one I'm going to try to get out to 75, 80 yards. So this is more towards like a 11 o'clock-ish swing. Hit a few more, and I'll go to the next. Yeah, these balls I'm hitting have seen better days for sure, but I can't complain. Weather's nice, sun's out, so. All right, awesome. I'm gonna do one full swing here, and then I'm actually gonna hit 2 flighted wedge shots. That tends to be my routine. Perfect. Or at least for me. Maybe not you guys, but felt good. All right, I'll hit 2 flighted wedge shots here. I tend to hit these if there's a little bit of wind, or whenever I flight a ball, I tend to get a lot more left to right spin. So and I was never taught how to flight a ball. I sort of just learned off feel. What I like to do is I like to really close that face and feel like my arms are completely trapping the golf ball. But it seems to work, so. Last one. Perfect. All right, let's move on. I'm actually going to skip my 56 today, and I'm going to go right to my 50. Only because I don't have that many golf balls, and try to show you a little bit of, everything I have in the bag another day. 50 degrees here, though. My 50 degree, I fly out to probably 125, 130. Obviously, as the season progresses, it'll be my 130, 135 club. But for now, I'd feel pretty confident at 125. I didn't compress enough there. Caught a little low on the face, but it was still a center strike. I don't have a camera that I can show you quite yet, but you can see the mark from the dirt that's on these balls, right in the center. Well, I was due for one of those. Good old thin to win. All right, we'll hit 3 more. What I'm gonna do here is probably hit the first one, try to get a good swing in, rebound off that last one, and then I might try to have some fun, creative shots with the last 2. Perfect. You know, my irons, including my wedges, I don't really hit that high. I like to keep it sort of a low ball flight. I've never actually been able to really hit it all that high, which isn't a bad thing. It just works with my swing. All right, with this one, I'll trap it a little and flight it. Well, it's definitely flighted. Not what I wanted to do. All right, end on a good one. Just a normal 125, maybe out to 130. You know, again, I really want to work on extension here, making sure my wrist's getting a good slot down through. Nice smooth tempo though. Perfect. That ball was broken. Took like a curveball almost. All right, we're gonna move on to my pitching wedge. You know, my pitching wedge itself is just a 46 degree Vokey wedge. I didn't use the one that came with my my iron set, even though I stupidly ordered it. But this just looks better to me, and I think the thought of having a wedge, I tend to strike it better. So, you know, a few factors adding to that decision. This for me should go 135 to 150, you know, towards the middle end of the season. But for right now, that 135, 140 is a good number. Oh, that's so bad. Gotta shake off the cobwebs here. You know, a lot of times when I'm doing that, I'm not getting down through the golf ball. But you know, it's my first outdoor range session of the year, so not expecting much. Just want to get back out here. Well, this might not be in the video as of right now, but we'll see. Actually, maybe it's a good thing, so I can see my progress. All right, one good one here. There it is. That ball was also broken. Good one. I'll hit one more. One more with the pitching wedge. You know, I want to do a lot of 8-iron work today, so 8-iron's sort of my bread and butter when it comes to practice. One more good one, though. Trip. You know, it's funny. Pitching wedge is, my pitching wedge is generally one of my best clubs. Not today. Not today. Last one. There it is. I just slowed down my swing a little bit. Compressed it a little bit longer. Perfect. All right. You know, I'll hit some 9-irons actually before I get to my 8. Just regripped my 9 through 3-iron, so nice tacky grips. I use just a Golf Pride corded grip. This for me should probably go right now, I would say 145 to 150.